Well, I mean, Chris, that's been a failed play for 20 years. So you are right that has been the Democratic strategy for 30 years, maybe. And it has failed to deliver for the people we care about most, the undocumented Americans that are in this country. This is also not 2013 any longer when we ran that play last.
People they really care about. The undocumented immigrants. Not you, not your family, not their constituents. The people that came here illegally. That's who they really care about. That's who's really important to them. And that's who they're about to let loose into your communities. Most of them, yeah, decent people. Just want to work and get a job, sure. But enough of them aren't to where it's a serious concern. And there's other things that we have to consider there that affect us as Americans. There's other things that get utilized that screw us over. Couple examples. You're going to have a bunch of people driving around, many of them without driver's licenses, and all of them without car insurance. Guess what's going to happen when the 12 million people that Joe Biden let into the country undocumented start getting into car accidents? Our rates are going to get jacked up. We're already seeing that. My rates have gone up $25 over the last year. $25 a month. I've been in no accidents that I was at fault in. None. My rates have gone up $25 over the course of the last year. They're going to jack your insurance up. Medical bills, that's the other thing. They go to ERs because if you go in, whether it doesn't matter if you're documented or not, the doctors are going to help you. So if you're having a heart attack or you have a life-threatening injury, they're going to help you out, which they should, right? They should. You shouldn't just leave people to die. I don't care what their status is. But the problem is, guess who foots the bill for that? Guess whose medical expenses and guess whose health insurance shoots way up? Us. And when they utilize these services, these government services, which we know they are, that's less for American people. So we foot the bill one way or another. Even if they're not all coming over here committing violent crimes against American citizens, that's still going to screw us over in 100 different ways. Financially, specifically. We can't afford it. We can't afford to take care of people that already live in this country. We should stop being the world's babysitter. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, I had never really thought about like the
financial
small
burden?
side effects. Yeah, like the car insurance, health insurance. So that was something
everything
new to
it
think
affects
about.
everything.
Yeah.
Scarcity of goods. You know, there's not going to be as much stuff for people. Guess what another thing that's going to affect is housing. Because you got to find somewhere to put these people. So pretty quick here, in the next year and a half, 2 years, the housing market is going to start to react to the fact that we've got 12.5 million new people here. That's what we have right now. There'll be more soon. 12.5 million new people that need somewhere to fucking live.
Well, Mexicans, they just all live in one house.
Okay, so 3 million people that need somewhere to live. And that's going to raise mortgages. That's going to raise your rent. Everything's going to go up. There's not going to be places available. I mean, it affects everything. That's why we have a process, because we need to vet the people that come into this country to make sure they're not dangerous. And we can't overcrowd with people that aren't even from here. I'm sorry, and you can call me a nationalist or whatever you want here. We do have a culture here. You may not like it. That's cool. Bye, leave. We do have a culture here. We need to do what we can to at least maintain some of it. I understand we're a melting pot. I understand diversity can be a strength, but we do need to maintain the American culture that we've developed here in the United States. We shouldn't let people from other countries come in here and to be quite frank, outpopulate us. Natural-born American citizens. That's what's happening over in Europe, and it's a disaster. You've got hordes of people running down the street raping women in broad daylight, and if you go to report them to the police arrest you for being racist. I'm not fucking kidding. That actually happens over there. So maybe we should at least be a little bit cautious about how many people we let in so we can keep our national identity as a country. Do I sound like Hitler here, or am I making a point? I mean...
Are you asking me or
yes.
just asking the void?
You.
No, I think that's a good point. I don't think you sound like Hitler.
No, and this is another thing. It's going to be harsh. When you look at these countries where these people are coming from, so Mexico, South and Central America, Haiti, places like that, it's not unreasonable for the average American middle-class citizen. It's got a pretty, despite everything going on, has a pretty decent life. It's not unreasonable for him to look at those countries and say, yeah, I really don't want my country to turn into that. That's not an unreasonable take. That's pretty fucking reasonable if you ask me. So yes, bring some people in. Diversity is a strength to an extent, absolutely. But we can't let there be more non-Americans here than Americans. We can't get totally overrun and have our culture turned upside down to a culture that, let's be real, historically just hasn't worked out that well. And if you want to call me racist or whatever, fuck you. I don't care. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to click the link in the description to get the full episode on Rumble. If you prefer to listen along, you can actually get us on Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. You can also go to www.outlawstreamers.com to learn more about not just my show, but tons of other great shows and all the exciting projects they have coming up. Follow my socials at Caleb Isn't Funny on Twitter and Instagram, at Caleb Salvatore Comedy on the Chinese Spy app that is TikTok, and be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks, and we'll see you every Saturday for brand new episodes of That's Based. Peace.